Hey guys, this is my content area with physical activity integrated into it for lesson plan 2. I did it for science for 3rd graders, and my science standard is construct explanations using observations and measurements to describe how matter can be classified as a solid, liquid, or gas. And my physical education standard is to demonstrate mature form and most locomotor skills and changing directions in response to a signal or obstacle. Hi guys. Sadly today we have to be online, but I did post all of our materials for this lesson for science in our Google Classroom. So that's where you can find all of our materials, which will be our YouTube video on states of matter for kids, our PowerPoint, and we will also need our science journals, a pencil, and you guys are going to need some room to kind of move around. Our essential question for today is, can you classify solids, liquids, and gases? But first I want you guys to pause this video, and I want you guys to go over to your Google Classroom, and I want you guys to watch the States of Matter for Kids YouTube video, and that's going to give you guys a little bit of a refresher on what we had talked about the other day, and I started to introduce to you guys, which is solids, liquids, and gases. Alright, so now that you guys have watched that video, I want you guys to write down some questions in your science journals that you're going to use after the activity, and I want you guys just to fill them out, and you can either type them in the Google Classroom post, or you can just screenshot a picture and send it to me. The questions are uploaded in the Google Classroom, but I'm just going to read them to you now. What is different about a liquid and a solid? How do you know that a bowling ball is a solid? What is the state of matter of slime? How do you know? What are the 3 states of matter? And what is the state of matter of a swimming pool? So like I said, those are in our Google Classroom that you can find, and you can answer them just like a sentence each to the best of your ability, and you're going to send them to me so I can check them to see how we're doing. So for our activity, you guys did watch the little refresher video on the 3 states of matter, which are solids, liquids, and gases. So if we were in class, I would say we can talk about what we saw in the video, the things we might have learned, the things we were refreshed on. But since we aren't, jot some notes down in your science journal that you might want to talk about when we meet again in class. But for our activity portion of the lesson, you guys are going to need some space. So I want you guys, after you're done watching this video, when you do the activity, you're going to go find the States of Matter PowerPoint, which is in the Google Classroom, already uploaded there for you. And I want you guys to record yourself kind of doing like Simon says. That's what we kind of would have done in class. So you're going to record yourself going through the slides, which have either a solid, liquid, or gas on it. And you're going to have to do a movement for me so I know what is a solid, liquid, or gas. So for a solid, you're going to have, say, ice. Ice is a solid. So you're going to stand still because all the molecules aren't moving around because you're solid, you're tight. And if we were to have oxygen, oxygen is a gas. So you're going to kind of have to go crazy for it and do whatever kind of movement you want, a little dance or whatever, because all the molecules are moving around super fast. Now, if we have a liquid, I want you either to sway your arms or sway your hips because you're kind of moving. You're not really moving crazy like how we are for gases because the molecules are moving around, but they're not moving around as much as a gas. So you would say, for a liquid, Gatorade, sway. Oxygen, go crazy. And then for ice, we're going to stand still like this. So you have a few slides to go through, and like I said, say what the object or the thing is, and then I want you to do your best guess and show me the movement of whether it is a solid, liquid, or gas. All right. So after you guys are done doing that activity, I want you to go back into your science journals, and I want you guys to answer the questions that we had talked about a little bit earlier. And I want you to send those questions to me, and I want you guys to send your recordings of the activity for the solids, liquids, and gas with moving around, standing still, and kind of moving with our hands swaying back and forth. So yeah, and then I want you guys to also, at the end of your questions in your science notebook, I want you to answer our essential question, which is, can you classify solids, liquids, and gases? And that is also posted in with the list of questions on the Google Classroom. So I can't wait to see your videos, and I'm super excited to see your cool, crazy moves that you're going to show me for gases, and your hands swaying and your hips moving for liquids, and our frozen rock solid solids. So that's my lesson, and yeah.